I put on with LBC. I put on with LBC. Yeah, I put on with LBC. On with LBC. I put on with LBC. On with LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's a wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put on for LBC, on for LBC. I put on for LBC, on for LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put on for LBC, on for LBC. I put on for LBC, on for LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam, putting on endlessly.
You weren't supposed to hear that. Hey, good evening, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we are completely and totally and utterly professional and Brit and nice, and nothing on here is financial advice. Please don't ever come after me. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves with the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. It is January 12th, 2026 at 10:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for joining me. I always forget to look at the camera when I'm saying things like that. But, you know, it's really difficult to get used to looking at a camera that, like, you're all there and I have to talk to you. But I'm always looking at other things. So, but I don't know how much that really matters either at the same time. But, hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Thank you for joining me again. As always, chat's lighting it up. Love it. Love to see it. How's it going? What's going on? Alexandra G, Mod Boss, Mod Queen, Mod Guy. Thank you for being here, Alexandra G. And thank you for pinning that Discord link in the chat. We've got Johnny December in the house. What's going on? How you doing, Johnny? T.I. Joe, bingo and a bango. What's going on, bro? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on? Sin, S-Y-N, 4441. How's it going? Trade Intuition Raid. What's going on? T.I. Joe fam. Trade Intuition fam. What's going on? JR. We got Jay Rizzle, the ninja in the house. How's it going, my bro? Thank you for being here. As you say, my ninja, my ninja. Absolutely love it. How you doing? What's going on, Harp? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Let's see. I thought I seen all set, but I guess not. Guess I'm just imagining things. I'll also always forget to put it on live chat. Live chat should be the default, not top chat, but whatever. Donuts, what's going on? All right. GT Jack. What's going on, GT Jack? All right, so Bitcoin still forming a potential bear flag. Manipulation, power of three, distribution, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Those are just fancy names. I don't consider this actual manipulation. I believe this is just the market seeking the last bit of liquidity to the upside before it heads lower. Potentially. I did think we were going to go to 97 to 98K before we headed lower, but I think that's very much in question now. Now that we have an obvious power of 3 potentially playing out, I say obvious now, it's might not be so obvious, but we shall see. I do like these lows down here. They're very juicy. There's going to be a lot of liquidity down here. And let's go ahead and get that music playing in the background.
I don't sell dream. I move church.
I don't sell dreams. I sling charts. All right, I'm getting a little bit too much into the music. Turn it down a little bit. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Rashad. How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. Gang. Otter gang in the house. What's up? All right, so yeah, breaking down here. So the measured move here, if it were, I mean, I don't know where it's going to break down at, if it even breaks down. But let's just say if it broke down from, let's get it pretty close to current price. Let's just say it started to break down here. That's a measured move to about $85,100, which I'd be perfectly okay with. Lower prices for DCA. I'm totally cool with that. There he is. What's up, All Set? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. You're absolutely amazing. Anchor Gang. How about Baby LBC? Baby LBC is happy and healthy. He's doing amazing. Thank you for asking. So yeah. This looks like an ABC. It also could potentially be. So we were looking at this a couple of months ago, or maybe just a month ago, as this down move being a 5-wave structure. 5-wave, Elliott wave structure. You got, I don't count anomalies. 1, 2, 3. I was thinking 4 and then 5. But 4 might have extended out just a tad. And then we get wave 5. Now this very much looks like a 5-wave crashing structure. Which means, like I was saying last night, we could be close to the end. Especially considering on the weekly chart we have, well, you're not going to be able to see it on this one. Was it this one? Silver continuing to push. Absolutely incredible. Wait, why is that one? What is this? Oh, blowfin. No wonder. Anywho, looked at the weekly chart. We just showed last night that the momentum wave going into minus 100 on the Chart Prime Oscillator Pro. That historically that has either called a bottom or it meant that you had one more low to come in before the bottom was in. So historically, throughout all dips, that's what it was. We're literally everything on the weekly. Let's just go to the weekly. Let me just go to a clean chart. We'll do Coinbase. I don't know if this was clean or not, but see, this is what I was talking about. So you have these, the momentum wave coming in here. There's another one over here where it was just like this one, except it put in another low on the price, and you saw a bottom. So historically speaking, anytime you see these lows, we are in the depths of a bear market. We could even say that we are towards the end of the bear market. So I find that pretty interesting. Considering, if everything just kind of resets, there's the chance that a long-term bottom, maybe we'll say midterm to long-term bottom, could be coming in very, very soon, and might already be in. So we shall see. How was the trainees today? Well, I only had one, and he was fine. I want to try to not talk about work stuff like that during the live, but he was good. He was good. I like it. So, what was I? Oh, RSI, the very, very underrated relative strength index. I think it's underrated. It's putting in a bull div, a quote-unquote hidden bull div. I know Alex O Crypto doesn't like bull divs, and that's fine. Or hidden bull divs, that is. Hidden bear divs. I think it's just a name. What is important is that you understand what is going on between price action and the oscillator itself. So, if the oscillator is pushing down, if the oscillator is putting in a lower low, like it is right here, our oscillator putting in a lower low, both on RSI and the chart prime. So you have that, okay? And on price, you're putting in potentially a higher low. And if you get that, what do you think that is saying? What is that? How do you break that down? So with the RSI and the main oscillator on the chart prime, what these are gauging is momentum, the strength behind moves, or lack thereof. Anything above 50 means the move, like if you're in an up move, that's going to be a stronger move. If you're below the 50, that's going to be a weaker move, or price is weak. Now, when you get a hidden divergence, what is happening there is you're seeing momentum to the downside going lower. Okay, so it's favoring more downside. However, price is not agreeing with that. Price is diverging from the momentum oscillator. It is saying, yeah, we're showing weakness, however, we are still able to hold price higher. So essentially what is happening is we are stronger than this low is stronger than it appears, because it's being able to hold itself even though the momentum is pushing to the downside. So that's why it's important to understand the difference between a regular divergence or a hidden divergence. A regular divergence, you're going to push the downside on price, and your momentum... Oh, do I have these backwards? Your momentum is pushing to the upside. So what is that saying? That is saying the price is not agreeing with momentum. Momentum is saying, hey, we're picking up. It's time to... We might be pushing back to the upside. So that's your bullish divergences. And it's just a disagreement between momentum and price. That's all it is. So you can have divergences on the top side, and you can have divergences on the bottom and the bottom side. If you're getting a divergence on the top side, then that's your bearish divergences. So when you see what is happening here is price is not agreeing with the fact, or momentum is not agreeing with price. Price is pushing higher, but the momentum is saying we're not that strong, fam. And then next thing you know, you roll over because the price is not agreeing with the momentum of the move. So if price isn't agreeing with momentum on support, that's bullish divergence. If it's not agreeing with it on resistance or top side, that's bearish divergence. And oftentimes these things, your divergences will come early, so you have to pay attention to that. It's not just, oh, bullish divergence, let's get in. No, you have to use it in confluence together with market structure. Market structure is key. So if you're getting that push to the downside, you get one more push, but you're able to hold that low. This pushes down even deeper, even into oversold, but you're still putting in a bullish divergence where price is not agreeing with momentum. Then you get a push and you break highs. Well, now we can consider, okay, we might be in a full-on reversal because we've gotten a bullish divergence and we've gotten the change in market structure. So that is divergence in a nutshell. Of course, you can add other confluences on top of that, like your money flow. Is your money flow crossing the zero line, or are you in a positive money flow? Is money coming in instead of out? Is what that is essentially saying. If money's coming into the market, typically people are coming in so that they can buy. So if you just get everything in confluence, then the odds are, yeah, it's probably going to go higher. So that's what I am looking for with Bitcoin. Confluence. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Mike Volmer, how you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. We got LBCOG, Melissa One Love in the house. How's it going? We got Wix Wi-Fi 89. How you doing, 2Dub? Thank you for being here. Good evening. Good evening. We got Retro Mike Tech. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Birds are definitely not real, obviously. Love it. Have you guys taken the poll? Got 10 votes. Are birds real or not real? If you know, you know. Just so you know, the whole birds aren't real thing, like the most recent viral trend or whatever, where the guy goes on the news station and everything talks about it. Yeah, that's here. That's in. I'm pretty sure that was in Memphis. So that's our. I say here like I actually live in the city, but yeah, that's pretty much. That's our types. That's our types for sure. Hey, Jesus say 777777. How you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, so now that we have an understanding of just divergence, and I try to, what I try to do here on the channel, just in case you're new here, is I really try to speak to people that are fairly new to trading, because I think I'm pretty good at breaking things down and teaching things, especially at like a beginner level. But I also try to find things and show people how to trade essentially without having to get like crazy subscriptions to indicator packages or even TradingView. like most of the stuff in my trading course, check it out, is free, completely free. The only thing that's not is VWAP. Outside of that, I mean, you know, enable to get more alerts and to get like different time frames, lower time frames. You have to get at least a basic, and I still say probably get a basic subscription to TradingView. So I try to just help people out so where they don't have to spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on, you know, just to get going in trading, right? And then once you figure out that you don't even need all that stuff anyway, I mean, teach a man to fish, man. You know, that's what I like. That's what I like to do. All right, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. How are we doing, Nasdaq? Oh, are we looking a little bit bullish? I almost, of course, I completely forgot before the stream started. I was going to put a couple $100 on BTCC, and I want to potentially start trading the Nasdaq because they have tokenized Nasdaq on there during the streams. There we go. Let's get rid of the RSI. But yeah, the RSI, I mean, oh, here's a neat little trick if you didn't know. Let me teach you guys something, okay? Let's just type in awesome, maybe awesome oscillator. You got to make sure that you get the right things too. That'll jive with each other when you do this. But if I can change this, let's see. Let's change this to area. Okay. Now, I don't really care for the split, so this is what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove the RSI. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to type in MACD. This might blow your mind, honestly. So pay attention. MACD, let's change this to area. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make all of these. Is it this? We can change it all to that. We can change this to this and this to this. All right, so we got that. So now we can go in here. We can put in, let's do, what can we do? How about a VWAP? No, let's just do RSI. Now you can also do source, which I actually learned from JR. He actually taught me that. Like coming in here and adding indicator and strategy, RSI, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go to move to existing pane above, and I'm just going to combine these two indicators. And now it actually might be better to do the source thing. So let's just go ahead and do that real quick. Let's do this. Let's go to add indicator strategy, and let's do RSI. This way we can kind of get things to kind of line up properly. I need to change my source, right? No, not for this. For this. Source. Now, why didn't it go up into here? Move to existing pane above. I built a whole, and now, all right, now I've got to get rid of EMA. I've got to get rid of all this stuff. Upper band, middle band, lower band, bands. But now I have my RSI and my MACD in one panel. And you can build this thing out. I mean, I can get rid of this, or I can get rid of the MACD line and the signal line, the zero line. I'm not going to do that. I can get rid of those. I can come up here. I can go to my stochastics. Actually, I can come over here, add indicator strategy, stochastics. stochastic RSI. I think that'll work. Take this, move to existing pane above. I can come in here, and I can turn all this upper band, middle band, lower band off, background off. You can kind of see, so what you're kind of looking for, all right, so you can kind of treat the histogram that's now an area, you kind of treat that as like a money flow. And then you just have your stochastics and your RSI. And you essentially want them all to agree with each other at the same time. You want to look for pops like this, where you're coming down and then popping right back up. You got your stochastics pointed up, you got your RSI pointed up. Everything's kind of pointed up at the same time. It's after this big move here, but then you get the push. So, I mean, you can find out, you know, what time frames work better, but I mean, you've got this up here, you got this down here. Just play with the indicators, man, until you get something that smooths things out. And that way, when it triggers stuff, it's much more likely to play out, if that makes sense. Oh, that is so nice, Johnny D. Thank you so much. I pray you have a blessed year as well. You are all amazing. Love it when everybody's kind to each other. That's the type of community where we like to build. One on kindness and good vibes. Good vibes only. Ain't that right, Mel? That's how we've always been. So we did get a pullback here to a fair value gap here on the NASDAQ. And we got a nice little push up. Breaking that resistance. We'll see if it wants to do anything with that. This also doesn't look like it touched. Oop. Does not look like it touched. Did not touch the golden pocket, but it did get a bounce between the golden pocket and the 50. I don't know, this, I mean, NASDAQ kind of looks a little bit solid for a long. I don't like this imbalance just sitting here though. But our money flow is pushing back towards the upside. Starting from here. Came down, bottomed out here. Put in another low. So what is that? Bullish divergence. And then there we go. Let's see if it can get some continuation here to the upside. I would still be cautious for it being just a retrace. First look at the 50, then the golden pocket, then the 786 as potential rejection zones. And if you can get above those, then and close candles above them, then we can potentially see some continuation to the upside. Okay, so the S&P has not come back down to this fair value gap. So, got to be mindful of that. And what is Bitcoin doing? Okay, we got a break of this high. Got some pretty, almost relatively equal lows down here. Did create a fair value gap. Let's shrink this a little bit. Let's see. 15. Might need to go for the 10. Yeah, we got a little bit cleaner of a fair value gap here on the 10 minute. hidden bull div. Relatively equal lows. Look juicy. Yeah, be careful. They might want to pull the rug on us on this one. It might go for the highs first. We do have some relatively equal highs up here. So, yeah, it might come for these relatively equal highs up here at 92,300. We got order block here, right at those highs. So we got some confluence there at that level. So be careful if this comes up here. Potential sweep, maybe even sweeping this high. So what I would look for in that situation, so if this does get a break overnight, maybe it does something weird and it comes up somewhere in the AM. We do have inflation data coming out tomorrow, so we want to be careful. If it does something like this, the main low you want to pay attention to would be the major, the more local swing low, but you have internal lows in here as well. If you get something like this that breaks that internal low and then you get a continuation without a bounce off of the high, then I'd prepare for a short. That's just me, not financial advice. Then we gotta go to, because this is the 10-minute. Hello? Wait. There it is. We gotta go to the higher time frames, go to the 1 hour and see. All right, so we're talking about taking out this high. Do we have anything over here to the left that we could get up into? Yeah, we do have an order block here. And we also have this high time frame supply, this big red box, just above that level as well. And another order block over here. Do have fair value gap that might want to get got. But generally, level by level, just want to watch. I want to watch this level between 92.5 and 92.9. Kiss FM. Overcome. What's going on, Overcome? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Good evening. Good evening. Let's see. Trying to see. So on the 1 hour, I mean, our money flow's been kind of flat. It does look more like it's coming out. I mean, it's coming down, but we're still above the zero line. Where's that true 7? I can't really tell. That true 7 is broken above the zero line. Our momentum's above the zero line. So that could help us get that push on the hourly. Then what I would watch for is if we do get that push, okay, we're getting that push, and we take this high, what do we do with the momentum? Do we reject, put in a lower high as price is putting in a higher high? What is that? Bearish divergence. The momentum is not coming along with price. Look sus at chat. What's going on, Band-Aid? What's going on? Maybe a bandage. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Of course. I don't know. This looks like an ABC, maybe. Don't really care for this price action. I don't like the fact that we're stuck in a range, like in the middle of a range. From this low to this high, we're just stuck. We're just in the middle. I don't like taking trades in the middle of a range. As Alex calls it, Alex O calls it, you know, the hot dog. You want to be looking for, you know, you want to trade the buns, not the hot dog. Shout out to Alex O and the Otter gang, gang, gang. That's my boy. He's my boy. You're my boy, Blue. Wow, I'm not even mad. That's amazing. Tomorrow we got core inflation rate coming in at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be careful. Definitely use proper risk management at this time. Maybe, you know, maybe use your gamble account, or yeah, basically, if you have a gamble account or your DGen account, more like it. This is where you put your true like blow money in. If you know you got an itch that you tend to like to itch, when you know it's probably not a good time for you to trade, but you're just like, man, I want to see if I can make something off of this move. Yeah, that's what your DGen account is for, okay? Just to cure that itch. I'd say even with a DGen account, I mean, maybe you're using a little bit wider of a stop loss. My goodness. Excuse me. And that's fine, you know. If you just have that urge, that's what that's for, and it's to keep it away from your main account so that you don't blow up your main account. Let that $20, $40, $50 in your DGen account, let that just be your fun money, okay? If you're gonna do it, not financial advice. Do whatever you want to do. But yeah, so we have core inflation. That's always the main one to watch because that's one the Fed pays attention to. And yeah, we'll just see what else is going on now. This coming in higher, a little bit higher than expected. Not entirely sure how the market reacted that to a 0.1%. But it is interesting to see inflation going up. But that could just be from the holiday. I mean, it's year over year actually, but yeah, I mean, that's the one to really watch is year over year. So, like I said yesterday, the year over year or the core inflation isn't really what the Fed's paying attention to right now. So I'm not really sure how much this will actually move the market. Maybe an initial spike up or down. But outside of that, I don't know. They're more paying attention to jobs. That's what they're caring about right now. So, yeah, I don't really like this. Anything? Is there anything that looks tradable right now? Solana. Drew this out last night. Of course, we broke and then came back down inside the triangle. Of course, 'cause that's how triangles go. That's why I don't trade triangles. Draw them out purely for the to kind of show what's going on with price action. Higher highs, lower highs, boom. You break, create, but higher highs, but you're not able to sustain. So we'll see if this is a breakout backtest or not. Go to the 4 hour. That doesn't look as crazy on the 4 hour. We do have some relatively equal highs again over here on Solana. If Solana can hold here, we might see a nice little push. If you just take the opening of the triangle, of course I need to pull this down. Opening of the triangle, go to the breakout, your measured move gets you right up into the golden pocket at 151 to 153 for Solana. And if you take the whole leg from low to high, okay, this is a low, this is a high, then a new low came in. So I'm not counting because this was a new high. Market structure, okay. Down, up, down, up, down. Still same high. Boom. Now you cleared those. Now you've got a new high. Now you got a new low. Once you push and break that high. So that's my low. That's my high. And then go in the breakout. And that gets you up between the 786 and the 886. And the last little bit of imbalance up here. Now I don't know if it's going to get there because we still got to get through this supply zone, which is also what support of this little consolidation range right here. So you pull that across. So you got to get through the golden pocket and that order block / resistance before there's even a chance you get up here. So we'll just have to see if it wants to reject there or not. And that's if price even continues higher. We can see big drop in momentum here. All these highs. And we did already get a pullback. So you have to keep that in mind. We did already get a pullback. So now we want to see, all right. Man, a relatively equal high, it just makes me think it's going to go higher. 500x no stop. Hear you, Alex. Full port. Yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like, right? I'd still just look for, I mean, of course, because, you know, your 150s, that's going to be a psychological level. So that's definitely one you've got to, that's another reason. You got to think about psychology too. That's a psychological level, 150. Because it's a nice big round number, right? 150. 100K, 150. 200. Those are nice round levels. And big levels. So that's going to be one to pay attention to. So you have the psychological factor. You got the golden pocket. You've got supply, aka order block. All right there, 150 to 150. The top side of that order block, 157. But that golden pocket is just 151 to 153 with the 786 at 160. And the 52-week SMA sitting all up here. So you have a ton of resistance above you. Now, if it is to break out and get above all of that, then we could see a pullback and continuation. But until we do that, we got to treat all these zones as, I mean, at least as pullback zones. That's going to be resistance. You know, if you can find some support there, maybe a nice steady climb, or as Alex put it, full port. We'll see. But yeah, come up into here, clear all the highs, take care of this imbalance, then we'll see what it does from there. I don't know that it's going to do this. Honestly, Solana looks a little bit better than Bitcoin right now. Shocking, I know. We'll see. Man, you guys got quiet. Birds are real. The poll says, the people say that birds are real. 81% of you have said, 16 votes too. There's more people than are watching the stream right now. 81% of you said birds are real, which I think you guys just probably don't even know what I'm talking about when I ask that question. That's funny. Oh yeah, look at that nice little Adam and Eve. That's the total too, though. Learning, dude. Thank you for sharing. Oh, yeah, no problem. Overcome. I'm glad that actually makes me really happy. So I'll keep on going. Potentially, yeah. I mean, Ethereum doesn't really look all that great either. No clue about birds. One sec. I'm just going to share this with you guys. Yeah, this is literally on my local. This is on my local news station. Hold on, I gotta pause the music. And I gotta turn it up so I can hear it.
Billboard near the Highland Strip, or heard the story on Wednesdays Live at 9. A campaign called Birds Are Not Real brings its efforts to the Mid-South.
And this morning we are joined by one of the messengers of the movement. Peter McIndoe is here to tell us how this all came about. We want to emphasize you were not the founder.
No, ma'am.
So how did you become aware of it? What is the message of the movement?
The message of the movement is essentially to spread awareness that from 1959 through 2001, the government mercilessly genocided over 12 billion birds and simultaneously replaced them with surveillance drones in disguise that film us every day as equally as these cameras are filming us right now.
So what do you have to back that up?
To back that up, I have as much evidence as the birds have provided. There's so much.
So this is really satire.
Hold on.
I mean, you don't really believe. This is really satire. I mean, you.
There's
Bird watching goes both ways. They've got a bird doing with binoculars. Bird watching goes both ways. And what's brilliant about this is that this went viral, and these people that created this whole thing probably made so much money on merchandise alone just because of this.
so much.
So this is really satire.
Cuckoo is right.
I mean, you don't
This is
really
really
believe
satire, right?
that happened, correct? This is a satirical campaign to make the point that what? You're looking at me like, no, it's not satire. I really do believe this.
Honestly, it's kind of offensive.
Okay, so it's not satire.
I don't think you would say that if I said birds are real. You know, I don't know
Of
why
course he would.
the other side of the argument can't be treated with equal respect.
Except
you know?
that before we came out on air, you said this is a satirical message. So what is
I
the
never said that.
So what point are you trying to make here? I mean, and why did this movement come about and how?
Well, this movement came about in 1976, just to avoid any, liberal media hit job. This didn't start with me. This started in 1976.
So stupid. That's funny. So that's where the birds aren't real comes from. This dude or these people were literally going around and putting up billboards of birds aren't real. And oh man, the great state of Memphis. Yes, we are a state. The Russell looks like it continued its climb today. That's amazing. We'd love to see that. Showing a little bit more breadth in the market, opening up, meaning a little bit more risk on behavior. And our money flow on the floor hour, it flipped green on Friday and is continuing to trend to the upside. And so is our trends, a true 7. And our momentum oscillator is kind of coiling up right now as price is pushing to the upside. So we'll see what it wants to do from there. Nixon replaced the birds with robots. Yes, they made some money. Like we had the technology. Yeah, that's what's great. It's so good. So funny. So stupid. So funny at the same time. I was trying to just think of something to put in the poll, and I was just like, birds aren't real. Or they are real. You tell me. It's a nice little breakout retest here on top of the high. We'll see if the Russell can get some continuation here. That would be absolutely amazing if it could. Breakout, measured move, 2006.77. No, we're not bringing that meme into 2026. $2,870 on the more aggressive measured move. I don't know that I like it stopping there, though, if it's going to stop there, because then we run into the waves of similar length. If you get waves of similar length in a 3-wave pattern, this doesn't really look like a 5-wave structure. So this price action is technically corrective. I don't know. Need to get, well, we just need a nice big push. What's gonna cause it? Who knows? Who freaking knows? Dow Jones pushing a little bit higher today. No, it kind of stayed a little flat. Let's see. This is the first thing that I noticed. Either this, where you get a breakout, retest, continuation, or it hasn't broken out yet. And you want your breakouts to have volume, because you want to know that there's money or participants backing the move. And so we want to go to a lower time frame to see that. Where's the spike? So the big spike came at the low. So buyers stepped in. Obviously, because you got to push up. This is all first thing in the morning. Yep. 9:30, 9:30, 9:30, 9:30. This is when the market first opens, and then you just see the volume die throughout the day. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? If you can trade the NASDAQ or the ES, the best time to trade those is going to be first thing, market open. Of course, you let things settle out a little bit. But looks like we got a spike. Let's go down to the 30 minutes so we can see. So yeah, that's right at market open. So your biggest volume is right at market open, of course. But then you get another spike, of course, in the last hour of the day. Of course, or this would be the last 30 minutes of the day for the, at least for the stock exchange. But you can just see, I mean, it's clear as day. Start the day off heavy, and things just kind of tail in, and then as people put in orders towards the end of the day, you get a spike in volume. So that's what's happening. People are coming in and putting in orders before market closes, and that's why you get that little spike right before the market closes. And we can come down to the 3 minute. Actually, maybe even the 1. I really want to start trading the NASDAQ. Let's go back. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Okay. Oh, look at that. It made its way to the golden pocket, and it's been up only ever since. Imagine that. Gotta love that golden pocket. So this is market open. Now these are futures, so you still get the biggest spike at 9:30. Look at that. I mean, what's like dead, market open. You can actually see things increasing as you're leading up into market open because this is futures. Then bam, spike up. And that's after coming down and taking some internal lows. Then you get a nice big push with volume backing it. Then you get some resistance here at this macro 786. So that's pretty nice. But then it just kind of chills, right? I mean, it's still moving to the upside throughout the day. But you can see the volume just falling off. And then this is the last 2 hours of the day right here. This wider block here. And that big spike right there. Right. The last minute. Second to last minute? It is. No, the last minute of the day. You get that big spike. You don't have that like Bitcoin really. You might like on a Bitcoin futures chart. I mean, you get a little bit of a move here, but that's after market closes. Bitcoin futures or Bitcoin ETF or Bitcoin mining stock. Let's see. I haven't even looked at the ETFs in forever. What's the IBIT looking like? End of day, big spike, of course. 9:30, big spike. That's one thing I've been meaning to do is try and have like both IBIT or have like IBIT, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin perp chart like up all at the same time, just to kind of see where volume is on the ETFs. Because the ETFs, I think, are kind of driving price for Bitcoin, which you would expect. I mean, you're literally getting billions of flows daily on the Bitcoin ETFs. Money flow thick on the daily chart. We've got a lot of VWAP oversolds going on over here. Yeah, just pretty thick. Pretty thick on that money flow. On the daily chart too. Money's just been coming out at well before the 126K high. Yeah, I mean, you're already seeing some weakness here on the IBIT chart. You got a bearish divergence on your money flow. It's just not good. It's not agreeing with the price. Yep. So, sorry, no trade tonight. Just stuck in the middle. Of course, there might get a move here. Now that I'm going offline. I don't trust it. I want to see it reach a key level. Either come up here or come down here and take these equal lows. We do have some highs up here. What Asia likes to do a lot, we do have imbalance here and even an order block right there. This last little push up right there. So what it might want to do is come up, take those highs, maybe tap into that order block. But the main thing is take these highs and then see what it does. Does it reject? And if it rejects, if we get, dang it, if it gets a, if it comes up, we create some internal lows on this move, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down. Then once if it comes up, you break these highs, and then you come down, just like I was showing you guys earlier, and you take that first low, especially if you create a full fair value gap, FVG, and you get an imbalance in price, then you look for that retrace back to that, and you reject that with a bullish or bearish engulfing candle, then I'll look for it to come down and take these lows. We do have imbalance right there too. So it's this kind of candle that I would look for right here in this down move. You know, a nice big candle or a 3 candle move, so you can get that push down. Because that'll be the liquidity it wants to come to, or the imbalance in the chart that the market wants to balance out, and then continue to the downside. So we'll see. Duality C, not of this world. What's going on, man? How you doing? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're new, thank you for being a supporter of the channel. All of you. You're all amazing. I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. You're why I show up every single night that I show up, which is most Sundays through Thursdays. And I love teaching. If you enjoyed that stuff, please give me a like. The stuff that I was doing tonight, doing a little bit more on the teaching. Kind of like basic concepts and how I think of things and what I look for my setups. And yeah, reaching those key levels, getting that pullback, and then getting that retrace, that's bread and butter stuff. That's my bread and butter stuff. You'll see those moves happening over and over and over and over again. Not like several times a day or anything like that, but just the whole consolidate, creating like equal highs and creating equal lows, both like within a range, so often it's going to take out one side and it's going to run back to the other side. And that happens very, very often in these markets. I'd almost say it probably happens at least once a day, but at least a few times a week, enough to where you can literally make a living off of just that one setup. So, and that's what trading is, man. It's just finding that setup, or finding your finding 2 or 3 setups that are like your bread and butter, things that you're able to notice and point out and see in the markets over and over again, and call it correctly over 50% of the time. And then after that, it's just about, okay, you're following your rules, and then it's just about risk management after that. Set your stop loss, set your margin based on your stop loss, and that's it. Use whatever leverage you want to use. Just understand that the higher the leverage, the less wide of a stop loss that you can have. Unless you're just 100x with just like $5 or something. But either way, you still only want to risk 1 to 2% of your account. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but I think that's the best way to do it, in my opinion. Oh, all right. So Monday's wrapped up. I do greatly appreciate each and every single last one of you. If you wouldn't, I've already asked you to do the likes, whatever. So yeah, I will see you guys in the Discord. I'm still going to be busy tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week during the day. So you won't be hearing a lot from me in Discord until more towards the evenings. Now, if you do like tag me in something, I will get to it when I do have like a moment to get to it. I won't leave you hanging for very long if you tag me, because that lets me know that it was important enough to tag me. So, and don't be afraid to tag me either. If you got an important question or whatever it is, just give me a tag and we'll get you sorted out to the best of our abilities. Not sure. Actually, what's it? Is it towards the top? Okay, yeah, this is the one to do. All right. Haven't done this one in a while, so that's why I want to do it. Pretty sure you heard it, maybe, but doesn't matter. Thank you guys for joining me this evening. I do greatly appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified whenever I create new content, when I go live. Join the Discord. It is free. Go and check out my 10 video series for like basic trading foundation stuff. If you want to learn trading. And then, I will expand on that in the future when I have time. And yeah, but that's it. So, and also ask questions in those comments if you have questions. Or ask them in a Discord. Whatever it is, I'm here to help. And others in the Discord are willing to help as well if they have an answer for you. And if they don't, they probably know where to send you to. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Ride the waves. God bless. Peace. Out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where the waves never stop and the moon lights the tide side. Yeah. Sitting on on the shore while the charts run deep. Candles crash hard, but my faith don't sleep. Discipline sharp like a blade in the dark. Wave riders rise when the bulls lead a mark. Stacking my sets while the bears still doubt. Patience, the edge, that's what it's about. From the neon sands to the blockchain streets. LBC, the crew where the tide and the beat meet. Charts glow red, I don't fold, I adapt. Risk locked tight, every trade's map. Liquidity sweeps when the tide comes in. I learn from the loss, double down for the win. Moon on my chain, it reflects in the sea. Decentralized truth, that's freedom to me. Community strong, we all ride a line. Lunar Beaches Crypto, one of a kind. Fly ride the waves, let the candle rise. Money on chain, see it in our eyes. Baseline heavy, make the shoreline shake. Crypto in our veins, no breaks, just stake. From the beach to the moon, that's the life we choose. All gas, no brakes, wave riders don't lose. Together we build, yeah, the vision is true. Lunar Beaches forever, we ride with the crew. Cycles keep turning like tides in the night. Bear market lows, then the bulls ignite. Altcoin plays when the season gets hot. But Bitcoin steady, the anchor we got. TA clean, I be reading the flow. Order block tag, let the liquidity show. From Asia to London, New York to the Bay. Wave riders worldwide, riding charts every day. Stacks on deck, I'm compounding long. Vision of the future in the beats of this song. Purple and teal like the candlesticks bright. Beach on the moon, yeah, we shine all night. Transparency first, that's the code we keep. Ride the wave strong, though the water runs deep. Family and friends and the tide we trust. LBC to the core, it's the moon or bust. Bet they ride away, let the candles rise. Money on chain, see it in our eyes. Baseline heavy, make the shoreline shake. Crypto in our veins, no breaks, just stake. From the beach to the moon, that's the life we choose. All gas, no brakes, wave riders don't lose. Together we build, yeah, the vision is true. Lunar Beaches forever, we ride with the crew. Neon ties crash with the bass so loud. LBC standing tall, we proud. Win or lose, we still ride a line. Cause the beach and the moon always shine in time. Let it ride away, let the candles rise. Money on chain, see it in our eyes. Baseline heavy, make the shoreline shake. Crypto in our veins, no breaks, just stake. From the beach to the moon, that's the life we choose. All gas, no brakes, wave riders don't lose. Together we build, yeah, the vision is true. Lunar Beaches forever, we ride with the crew.
Oceans crashing, moonlight flashing, wave riders rise up, ride the waves, ride the waves. Maybe and Danish got the rhythm on lock. Polyrhythmic flow when the market gon' drop. All set, grinding steady, always working on the charts. Never back down, heat of brains, heat of heart. Kelly, they can left and stomping hard on the snakes. Big steps, crushing all the fear that it takes. Jay Rizzo moving silent ninja art in his hand. Duality sees an alien, not from this land. Wave riders, stand tall. Wave riders, break walls.